S.H. Monster Arts has unveiled brand new figures for Shin Godzilla. This is the evolution set. We have the second and third form as well as the first form, which is what we see at the beginning of the movie. The official price for this is 15,400 yen. Release date is for August 2026. This is going to be a Tamashi web exclusive, which means it's going to be double the price or even sometimes triple the price from the original set. This set does not include Shin Godzilla, the final form. It's only for the first, second, and third form. No new articulation for the second and third form. They're just repaints, giving them more accurate colors to what we saw in the movie to capture the colors more faithfully, if that makes any more sense. The color scheme is also more vibrant to capture that reddish glow from Shin Godzilla, how we saw him overheating. The newest addition from this set would have to be the first evolution, which is just a tail with some blood effect and the water effect. And by the looks of it, it seems to be one of the tallest accessories from both of the figures. We see a side-by-side comparison with the first, second, and third form, even fourth form with Shin Godzilla. Now, here's my thoughts with this set. I think it looks interesting what they're trying to do. From what I can tell, Monster Arts seems to be revisiting a lot of older figures, touching them up with the paint application. No new articulation. Now, what's really insane to me is that they prefer to give the new edition, which is the Shin Godzilla first form, more articulation on the tail than the actual second form, which is insane. If you look at the tails, you would know, or even if you own this set from the previous release, you would know that the articulation is sort of limited on the second and third form and really have big gaps in between each segment. And if you look at the brand new tail, it has more segments than the actual figure. How insane is that? It's just mind-blowing. Why couldn't you just apply this new tail onto the others? But anyways, moving on to the colors. Some people might argue that those colors are not accurate. Well, I think this is more based on some different shots that we saw from the third form where he appears to be a little bit more like reddish, like a dark red type of color with black. That's why they're going with this color scheme. In fact, other companies have done this, like X Plus and other kits that are currently available for the first, second, and third form, where we see them a little bit more darker, brighter, even translucent material around the reddish effect to give it that glow effect. So I guess we can argue it's giving you options if you prefer the originals or this. Now, the argument is, if they're supposed to be more accurate, why are the colors like that? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm not the one who made them, but it's their choice and they do what they want to do based on different takes on Shin Godzilla and their forms. We've seen different variants. Up next, we have a familiar figure that we previously have seen. This is S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla The Ride Great Clash. Release date is for July 2026. Pre-orders open on the 2nd of February 2026 at 4 p.m. Now, this is based on some 3D data used in the movie to recreate the figure and bring this figure back to life. Now, it is sculpted by Yuji Sakai and includes some accessories that we see from the Ride so-called 4DX visuals. It's like a little ship, little boat, whatever you want to call it. Now, the interesting part about this, it's pretty much Godzilla -1 with minor changes. I think the dorsal plates look a little bit different. Besides that, I honestly cannot tell the difference. The paint job looks a little bit different, but for the most part, I would have to say this is, in my point of view, a reissue. That's how I see it, with one accessory. That's about it. Any improvements? Who knows? Only time will tell if this is actually going to provide a better figure than the original. And again, going back to the topic of accuracy, people have to understand that not every company is striving for accuracy. Some companies have different priorities. Not everything is about accuracy or articulation. Some love stylized versions, some love to do different things, and that's okay because it makes it different from other companies. Now, if you really care about accuracy, I understand. To many people, accuracy and articulation and great details is a must, and that's understandable, especially when a figure is priced very expensive with what the economy is currently at right now in this day and age. Everything is very expensive, and you want to get the best quality possible. But I also want you guys to understand that to some companies, accuracy is not the most important thing, if that makes sense to everybody watching this video. Regardless, I think this figure looks great, and I hope they have fixed the issues from the original. If you look at the promo images, the head sculpture, the details, the eyes look phenomenal. Is it going to turn out like that? I doubt it, but definitely Monster Arts has to focus on quality control and improve in that aspect. It's been a long time, issue with this company. So hopefully they do apply better techniques and better equipment for those figures. Again, we are going to see a different version of Godzilla minus one. Only time will tell. Am I going to pick this up? I don't know. I've been focusing on other things in life, as you guys have probably been able to tell by my content. But regardless, I still love Godzilla and I still support both companies, even though I have my different takes on them. I don't think no company is perfect. I think sometimes Monster Arts does a phenomenal job, and sometimes Haya Toys or other companies, and it's okay. Not everything has to be perfected, and it's okay to have different takes on different figures, with the paint job, with articulation, with accessories, with accuracy. It's okay to do different things instead of just doing the same thing as everyone else. You gotta think outside the box and provide something different. Thank you guys for watching. This is Ruby Gaming X. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and make sure to support my channel, because lately YouTube has not been pushing out my videos, and that's very, very unfortunate. My videos have been getting blocked big time. So I need everybody to go watch all my videos, like, comment, share the videos around. It really does push out my content, and soon we're going to be reviewing Godzilla 2000 from Haya Toys.